Hey, love bugs, it's at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while, have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video or you're telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are giving you a good uplift or a vibe that you would love to share with the loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give a thumbs up, like, and also share on social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. Truly appreciate it. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. You were hidden in plain sight for a reason. See how people treat you when they think they didn't need you. You weren't needed. I heard a video short about that. I can't remember on whose account that I heard it on, but I knew I said I was going to share the video short tomorrow, probably tomorrow or the next day or whatever, because I didn't want to talk about the same thing over, because I know when I heard it, I got these spiritual chills, and I know a lot of people can resonate with that situation. We go through many trials and tribulations, and it seems like a lot of times when we go through things, it feels like it's a whole avalanche of mishaps in our lives, especially when them spiritual awakenings first start. It's just like everybody thinks you're crazy. You talk to yourself more. People are questioning your sanity, anything like that. And people that you have really, really loved and supported, all of a sudden, just disappeared. And a lot of times, you had to be hidden. God had us hidden for a reason. A lot of times the enemy always feels like, if something's very precious to God, he's going to keep it placed in hidden places and stuff like that. He's valued to that person, so people wouldn't even know what it is. And it's like, if there's something he really cherishes, which, we all have a piece of God within us. We're all gods anyway, gods with amnesia, spiritual beings that he hides us in plain sight. Whatever something huge is getting ready to take place, and you can feel it. They had to go against different characteristics of what a Heyoka warrior is, a jokester, a trickster, is going through. And even a lot of times our potential is hidden from us as well. It's like growing up for me, it was just like, it was very crazy, very dark moments in my life that, it took me a long time to be at this point right now where I see everything as a blessing. And a lot of times it was hard for me to see that because of the, all the turmoil that I've really been through, in my life. And it's just like, the last few days I've been sitting to myself, I've been fasting on a lot of different things. So when it comes to that, God will like shut everything down. You can't text, you can't talk to nobody. You just got to be with oneself just to get yourself in check, And a lot of times you have to be able to do that, so you can't be distracted by outside vibrations when they want you to focus just on you. And just doing those different things in your life, you start seeing things a lot differently. You start purging out a lot. Your emotions go all over the place. But deep down inside, this is something that you needed to go through. These are certain things that you needed to be able to face, that you had to overcome, you had to conquer, and it's bringing you towards better vibrations into your life. Because a lot of times it's hard for us to see things from a positive perspective when it's hitting us in intense negative ways. A lot of different things we'll see that's taking place in other people's lives that we worked hard for, and yet we still have the moments of seeing our own. And it's just like, you have to understand God's working on everybody. God's working on everybody. A lot of times you have to sit up here and pray for your enemies. It's just some people just get mad for all the things that's taking place in your life, like it has something, like it's your fault, like, God, give me all this purpose, give me all this purpose so I can ruffle up these few feathers and stuff like that is taking place. And a lot of people are going to be coming back into your life when they finally see the potential, the hidden potential that, was already projected, that they felt some type of way about. And a lot of times it's hard for you to have to understand, because there are so many people that back in the day that I know that had no reason to be back in my life, because they showed me their true intent when it came to me. And I will allow them to keep coming back. And knowing good and well, God was like showing you, like, girl, look, it's the same vibration, except they moving in different ways, because it's like the things that they were doing wasn't hitting the way they thought it was, or it got to that point where, there's something very special about that person. They got something very valuable that they're projecting out to the world. So now, since when I couldn't see their greatness or couldn't see their potential where it was hidden from me, I tossed them aside like they weren't nothing. They were irrelevant. And now when I see that they're moving in certain type of ways, it may be getting shedded light towards, or other people are actually recognizing that person when they first, they're like, hey, I don't know what it is about this person, and it's something about that person. I don't know what it is. I got to get to know them. And that was that situation. There's many people that are gravitating towards you. Some people take it for granted. Some people are just moving in hidden intent that's not very good. You have to understand, you have to keep telling yourself, no matter how many people that you love that has been put in your life and they try to do any and everything to destroy your character, they're going to come back. They're going to come back because they see the fact is they watch you. When I say they're watching you hard. It could be people that you don't even think about out of the blue. They come in your mindset. All of a sudden they coming in your dreams and you're like, what the hell are you doing here? I don't like you. You're not even in my life anymore. Why are you popping up? Because there's something about you that's getting that vibration of where they feel like, I wonder what that person is doing. Or I wonder if all those things that I placed on them, did it make their life a living hell? Because mine ain't going right. So I got to make sure that they ain't going right either. And it's at that point, you have to continue to pray for people like that. There's something very disturbing about them. I'm not being funny. I really ain't, because there's a lot of people that I've been seeing that's been popping back into my life. And it's not like I have a grudge against them, because I'm too busy trying to manifest blessings. I ain't got time to be holding grudges, being mad. But you showed me your true colors when I first disconnected from you, or God took you out of my life. I'm not about to bring you back. Just because you lost a friend don't mean you gain an enemy. I want to see you eat, but you're not eating with me, and you have to be that way. And it's like, it's not about you being an itch, or it's not about you being arrogant or conceited. It's just the fact is you are becoming solid with your worth. You're solid with your self-love, your self-respect. A lot of times you have to show love from a distance, and at times it shouldn't have to be that way. But you have to understand, there's a lot of times people will come back in your life when they see that the damage didn't hit you hard enough from what they placed in your life. So they want to keep coming back until they can do it. And you know how they say the fake phrase, if you can't beat them, join them. Don't do that. Just don't do that, and there's so many different things that I've allowed myself to go through. It was just like, what was it? Thursday was my mom's anniversary, her transition anniversary. And I was like really wanting to do videos, but my emotions was like too all over the place. And, even though my mom's been gone for 17 years, it can still hit like it was yesterday. And, I love that woman to death, and it's just like lately I've been smelling her fragrance a lot lately. I might spray her perfume like 2 or 3 days before, and then I still smell it lingering on. And that lets me know that she's always with me. A lot of people that you really love and trusted, and, that was there to support you in many ways are, watching over you, keeping you covered in their love and protection. There's a lot of times where, we get angry with the universe and saying, why did these certain things have to happen in my life? You told me I was protected. A lot of times you have to understand, for you to get through something, for you to get over certain things, you're going to have to, hit head on with a lot of, destruction, a lot of burdens, hate, hurt, just tumultuous, trials. I don't know if that's a word, but it's going to be one today. But, a lot of things you had to really go through just to see where your hidden gem is. You know, you're your best admirer. And I said that in a video the other day, and it makes me feel good when I can speak freely on different things about being honest about, their bad times. We all have them. Not a lot of people will tell you about those bad times. They'll tell you everything is good, even when it's not, and it's okay to be that way. A lot of times it's just like, it's not good for everybody to know, because I know there are certain people that you can go back and tell them that you're going through a lot of stuff, and it'll give you off that vibe like, oh, I hope it gets so much worse. They go, oh, well, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And it's just stuff like that'll happen. And it's sad that folks are like that at times, because there actually are genuine people that you can really talk to that really care about your well-being, and you'll see it through their actions of, how you do things. It won't be hesitation on certain things that you're talking about. You won't stutter on your words or anything like that, but you'll feel that pure intention. And then it's just like, there are people that will not take you for granted because they see how you have helped them, and they'll allow you to know, hey, you have influenced me a lot, or you have given me good advice on different things that other people wouldn't have done. A lot of times people will see that I'm really trying and send me down the opposite way. You have to understand there's a lot of people that are very intimidated by your vibes. They fear you in the worst kind of way of what you are becoming. You have to understand that people will take and won't give you nothing, no kind of offering of penance, to give you back. It's like, hey, you have did all this and that and more for me, so let me go ahead and help you out in that way. And I had a beautiful thing that happened the other day. Eugene Bliss, the road to happiness. It was like I got up and it was like, my mom's anniversary. So I was like very sad and stuff like that. And I get this notification that somebody shared one of my videos. And it's just something like that can uplift you. And universe, you just don't know. And it's not about something to brag about, but it's just a lot of times when you're doing things and you're really trying to understand, are you doing the right things? Are you giving your all? Are you going in the right direction that universe is guiding you towards? And I'll always send some kind of confirmation to you in some kind of way and say yes, even though when there's some people that you inspire that just don't want to tell you that, and a lot of times that's okay. You'll feel it, but a lot of times it's good for you to actually see it in that same time. And that's very, very beautiful that other people can do. And a lot of times you have to understand you had to be hidden in plain sight, because sometimes, you don't even know what you're up against, or you don't even know the purpose within you that is hidden until it's due time. And I tell people a lot, we had to go through different experiences in our life that, not so proudful. You want to speak on things that can put you to shame, things that you may tend to regret from what you have done. And I always tell people, I've heard people that I love that passed over, and, they've told me that, and different things that I've seen, how they said in the past. And I always said, never be ashamed of those things. I know you may not be proud of that person you were at that time, but it brought you to who you are right now, who you're destined to be. Never be shameful of the things that you have gone through. I've seen people that were, people of the night, sex workers and stuff like that, and they became prophets and stuff, and it's just like a blessing that you can go from something like that to be able to become something, you never seen coming. It's just like, people of the night and they prophets and stuff like that. You never place judgment on nobody. You try your best to not do that. I work on that on a daily, because, I used to always place judgment on people, knowing my daggone mess ain't straight. I'm like, how am I going to mess with anybody, and say something like that? Now I'll give my opinion about something, like if me and, such and such is talking, and I say, I'm not saying this out in judgment, but I'm saying this is an experience from my own personal situation that I've gone through. And then, and you try to be able to say it is in that way from the experience that you went through, and how you try to change the sequence of what that taught you in that way to move in your righteous way. And so when these different things come up, never feel shameful of the things that you have gone through. It may take time for you not to be, oh God, I was embarrassed. You didn't know what you know now. People don't know what they know now. I've had people just, walk out my life, until they start hearing different things about me, that was going through social media and stuff. People want to come back. I was like, no, you got out my life when I was a zero. And now you're trying to see if I'm a manifesting to a hero. Now you want to be attached, or there are going to be people when you get to where God has your destination, because a lot of times we could be wanting to be here and God will have you way up here, for what you're doing and what he has unfolding for you. And a lot of times it's hard for us to sit up here and be patient on his timing. It'd be like, dog, you stole my molasses on a cold winter morning, but I know you got a parent, not a point, but a parent. You got a point on why you're doing the things you're doing. And that manifestation takes time. And I know I'm a Taurus mixed with Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, and all that other stuff. And that's creating something very dangerous. I like my stuff like yesterday, like 5 years ago, yesterday, So, but when I'm allowing myself to really see what's taking place, I had to really, truly be grateful for that, because I would get mad, and pop off at God. And I'll be looking at myself and want to slap myself in the head. And you wonder why you in the situation you are. You better humble yourself. He ain't got to do nothing for you. He already where he at. He need to be. He trying to get you there. And a lot of times we don't give that attitude of gratitude. And it's just like, even when things are just going straight against you, you got to grit your teeth, unclench your butt, and just allow yourself to say, thank you. Thank you. And even though you want to say something else, just say thank you. And he already know. But it's just the fact is you bring it to him and say, I don't understand what you're doing right now. And what you're doing is really about to make me tell myself about how I feel about you. But I'm bringing this to you to try to give me peace. And then he was like, I appreciate you did that, because the last time you did that, you start showing your behind and I made you sit there. It's like, I forgive you, but you about to sit up here and learn that lesson today. You about to learn today, and those are the things that he's trying to understand. A lot of times you don't know your true strength until you are being tested for that strength. God will place you in the midst of a whole bunch of battles just when you feel like you're weak or I can't do this. I'd be that one that tell, especially my guys that talk to me, my family that passed away. I'm like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I say I'm trying. You push out good and then you get BS back. You have people stabbing you in your back. The main people that you have helped that's out there trying to be straight cutthroat to you. And you have to be able to allow yourself to not be feeling personal. Even though they're directing this to you, they ain't got nothing to do with you. It's how they feel about themselves. You got people that don't want to see you prosper. So they doing everything they possibly can to try to keep you in a low level like they are. And you still got to pray for these enemies because they got a wrath that they don't even see unfolded in front of them. Common sense ain't too common for a lot of people that keep testing you. And it ain't even you that they're testing. They think, they get mad when God brings something to your life, or he get mad when people aren't seeing you being hateful towards different things, or you trying to move past the burdens that you constantly face every day. You trying to see this as a pinnacle. This is used as a stepping stone for me to create something of better, into my life. And people will constantly keep doing things and they were like, I ain't thinking about you. I ain't trying to do all that. And you already say that you're the weakest link. Goodbye, and head them out the door. You already know that energy that they're saying and the words they're projecting is not matching up. So a lot of times you got to say, I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to use you as that something. I'm going to be determined. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to form up like you. But I'm going to pray for you because that's not healthy in what you're doing, what you're leading to. You think you messing with me, but you're messing with God. You're not messing with me because he led me on this purpose. And that man is like, he got a wild hair right now. He is going through a wrath right now. So it's like he telling you to choose your space. There's so many people to get on, oh, Lord, I promise I won't do this. I won't do that. And as soon, right before they even go preach to him, they don't sit up here and try to trigger somebody. They try to hurt somebody. They try to be using smart remarks to try to, rile somebody up and then want to pray and then go back and doing it to somebody else. They got them in heavy rotation because this is where they need to get their power from. And it's just the fact that you pray for folks like that. Because I'm seeing a lot of different things about stuff that's unfolding, and I'm just going to step out the way and just say, I'm going to pray for you, and you have to do that. And a lot of times you have to really sit with yourself, not sit with yourself with those negative thoughts. I used to do that a lot. I used to allow myself to keep thinking about what people have said to me when I know I deserve better, that I've treated them way better than what they're giving me back. You have to understand how people treat you is how they treat themselves. How they see you is how they truly feel about you. But this is how they're projecting how they feel about themselves on you. And you have to understand, don't allow yourself to sit with their projection of their definition of you. This is their definition of themselves. So you have to understand, if you weren't so valuable, if you weren't so prosperous, and you have a magnitude of blessings that people are trying to aim high to make sure you don't get, people will make sure they place doubt on every mist of where you trying to step to move forward at. Okay, they will try to make you feel like your dreams is not bound to come up and glorify in everything that God done touched on you. Okay, all these different things is taking place in your life for a very good reason. So a lot of times he had to keep you hidden. He had to keep you low. He had to show you where you were in your vibration of being weak, knowing he done sit up here and instill strength that can hold a whole Proud Land alliance. Okay, side jaguar, pumas, and panthers, and all them strange, strong sources of spirit totems into you. You had to be able to go through that. I used to be in situations where I questioned my own worth within myself by the people I chose to be in my life, that all I gave was this, all I gave was that, and they wouldn't even give me back nothing. They'll give me a handful of crap. That's all they would give me. And now all of a sudden, hey girl, how you doing? Hey, while I look at the phone, there's no way, chance in hell I'm answering you. Hit the dial tone, because that's all you're going to say. You're going to hear dial. Like, who? Dial tone, click. Sorry, this number is not out of reach. You please try the number and call again. Boop. One of those type of situations. You have to understand. You don't have to place hate on people that come back into your life. I've had people that felt insecure about different things that, my visions has brought me, or things that they maneuvered to try to see if they can see before I did on my path, and end up burning them very badly for doing that. You never try to, people that try to control your purpose or try to place block or, stumbling blocks on your path, shows you they have no kind of power or control of their own lives. So they're trying to control yours. You can't control nobody else's life. Whatever is destined for that person, you can't hold them back from that. But a lot of times you had to see people's true intention for you, of when all you had to offer was friendship. And that made me think about Trent Shelton when he said that when you see how valuable you are to others when all you have to offer is friendship. And you see that. And a lot of times we sit by ourselves. The circle be so small, you be talking to yourself. People like, girl, you in there talking to yourself? Yes. I need an expert advice. Yes. I'm having a staff meeting. These are the selves that I can trust. They ain't got to worry about stabbing me in my back. It's very questionable about what you are, and different things are taking place. So you are seeing your true potential through everything that you face on a daily basis. It's going to be scary. Yes, it's going to bring out vibrations of fear, uncertainty, but you never question yourself on how far you can go. And a lot of times it's hard for you to do that when you keep doing that. But it's just like, from the way I'm seeing it, the way God keep going. Hot dog is making me hot for me talking about this, so it's a good thing. When you're going through different stuff like this, it's showing you where your potential lies at, the trust within yourself. And a lot of times it's hard for you to be able to do that. That's why they always guide you towards mantras, affirmations, your I am, when you wake up, before you go to sleep, write them and put it under your pillow to make sure these things are coming out in fruition for you. These are the things that are, you are that hidden gem. Like I was talking to y'all a few days about that. You're that hidden gem that has taken place into your life. A lot of times, your mind gets clouded with things that people have done, or things you thought you should have said, or certain conversations that happened a certain way, and you didn't have that hefty comeback that you had, like, girl, I should have said this, or man, I should have said that. It happened exactly the way it's supposed to. Don't try to allow yourself to force yourself in people's lives. See if they come to you, on true intent. You know, it could be that person you're always looking out for. You're always texting, you're always emailing, you're always calling or whatever. See if they, you know, come back and respond to you in that same way. If not, you know, you see where you lie at. But I know a lot of things, it's like you should never take it personal either, because I know a lot of people are going through that vibration of fasting. You know, they're really not on social media the way they usually are. They're really not on that phone or text message, because there's a lot of things that's needing their whole undivided attention right now, to where they can't really communicate with you and like that. So it's like, don't take it personal. Either way, if it happens, you know, if it meant for that person to be in your life, trust me, it's going to be there, you know, and you're going to feel it. You know, your gut will tell you, God will tell you, universe will tell you, you know, they will send you some universal messages to make sure, you know, that you do what you do. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that video. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and do a live chat later on today. I will make sure, you know, it's on Eastern Standard Time. It's like a little bit after 1 right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, because I haven't did one in a while. And so I'm gonna go ahead and post up. So I'm just letting y'all know now, in case you watch the video, you want to come chime in later on today. But I've been doing things different, you know, now, since it's just like different in my fam that have, you know, YouTube channels. I'm gonna start going ahead and sharing some of your videos. Now, these are certain things that I can understand. I don't want to put something out and, you know, is very controversial. There are certain things I'm just not going to allow my, you know, I may not say nothing to you about it, but there are certain things that I will not post. And there's no judgment against you if I don't believe in certain things like that, or I know it may catch me something type of vibration. And I'm all about, you know, making myself stand, you know, in a peaceful vibration, but also being solid in my truth. Now, there's certain things I will not post. So yeah, I don't want you to get offended off of that, but I'm putting that on Front Street now. But there's other people that I know that's been doing their thing. And I, you know, even though I give them shout outs, I still give shout outs here, because there's not a lot of people that do, you know, that subscribe to my channel, actually have their own channel, you know. So, but I do want to go ahead and, you know, start giving that support, because no matter if you got like 4 subscribers or 4 million subscribers, you always should be able to, you know, share that support with other people, you know, especially when they take their time out to come to do your videos. You know, it's just like I have 2 or 3 of my soul sisters that do tarot, and I'm gonna go ahead and share their videos too. I just tell them, I said, don't get mad at me if I don't come watch your videos. It's not the fact I don't support you. I just don't do tarot cards reading like that anymore. You know, every once in a while I do it, but it's just like I used to be an addict of those things, so you know, I kind of stay away from them. But I want to make sure I show support on them, just to show love, to let them know, hey, you know, I'm sharing what you do. Just because I don't do it don't mean that somebody else, you know, can't enjoy that, you know, the reading of that, you know, it may give them some kind of insight they may have had to hear. But I'm gonna go ahead and give a post notification shout out to my brother from another mother, Eugene. I hope I pronounced that right. Eugene Bliss, The Road to Happiness. He has very good videos. It was crazy because I was about to do a video today about positivity during the holidays, and he did one. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that during my chat. And I said, I don't want him thinking I was like hopping off him or whatever. But I said I was going to go ahead and do that because, you know, a lot of people are going through a lot of different things. And I think it's because I said something about, you know, doing the support group. And yes, I will be doing that like Monday and Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know, just because there's a lot of things that's going on. People are families are just really, you know, transitioning left and right. People are going through financial situations where it's hard for you to try to understand, how am I going to pay my bills? You know, Christmas is coming and, you know, I got kids and I'm trying to do this. So it's just like we can sit up here and put as much vibes as we can to uplift a lot of people, because you don't know who may be struggling with certain things right now, or just struggling, just being them within themselves. A lot of things is hitting people heavy right now because of the cosmic change and stuff that's taking place in that lunar eclipse. Good God Almighty. Yeah, that too. But yeah, I want to be able to do that and give a post notification shout out to Katrina Rainwater. Much love to you. Annie, I much love. You've been my A1 since day one, girl. I love you. Little Narm and Yankees Outdoor Adventures. I got to go ahead and share one of his videos as well, because he was my A1 since day one as well, showing me all the ropes on how to do, videos when I first came out. I don't even know if people do sub for subs anymore. Y'all let me know if you wanted the channel writers or whatever. And I don't even know, because I know a lot, it's been a couple of years I have not seen sub for subs. And that's how we used to help a lot of people, is just being on different live feeds, and everybody was just subscribing to people's channels. But I don't know if they do that anymore. But, like and subscribe, share, drop a line. I leave all my contact information in the description box below, as well as my link to my podcast I do as well for Heyokas. If you can't do the video, I'll try my best to be able to do it on my podcast for you to be, for your listening pleasures or whatever. And like I said, I'll be having chat, and I will be starting the support group, on Monday and Friday at 8:00. So, and if you want, please just, drop me some comments in, especially, on my post saying, hey, Roz, can you talk about this video if you want me to put in a video, or ask me, hey, can you do this on your live chat and stuff like that. Serious inquiries, because some folks be coming in there acting real stupid and trolly, and I just don't have time. I ain't gonna respond to you. I'm gonna just block you. You ain't gonna get that attention from me. And, things are being too good to me right now, and I'm not trying to be that way. So anyways, but, I hope to be able to connect with you later on today, virtually and spiritually. And you'll see me on my next video. Today's Sunday, siesta day. So I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday with your families, on the people who celebrate that. And, please be responsible and safe for everything you do. Whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I hope it comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. And it comes sooner than you predicted. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You just never know. All those things that really take you a long way. And you will see me on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Namaste.